So this might seem like a basic video for some of you, but it's, in my experience, a lot of people don't actually know how to define what a sentence is. So this is a really important skill for the ACT, because a lot of times we're going to have to think about if something is a sentence to determine whether we use a period versus a comma to separate it off from something else. So the definition of a sentence is just um, a, something that has a subject. So a subject is just basically a noun or a pronoun. And remember, nouns are person, places, or things. Pronoun. And then pronouns are words like it, he, she, they. So then the next thing the sentence does need is a verb. So a verb is, you know, actions or states of being. And the verb has got to correspond to the subject. You know, it can't just be pointing at some other subject. So what I mean by that is, I'll give you an example of a really simple sentence. I could say, the dog barked. So if I say the dog barked, let's just make sure you can identify why this is a sentence. Now, I know you know it's a sentence. You can also use your judgment. You know, sometimes you just know something is a sentence. I don't need you to be able to, you know, if you just know you know it, it should make sense on its own if it stands alone. Um, so let's just think about it anyway for this particular one. The dog is the subject. It's a noun. It's a, you know, it's an animal. It's a thing. And then barked is the verb, obviously, right? Okay, well, what about this? What if I just said it barked? Is that a sentence? And you might say to yourself, well, I don't know what it is. Well, it's still a sentence because it is a pronoun. Even if you have no idea what it is, it's still a sentence because it has the subject and it has the verb that's kind of corresponding with the subject. So just bear in mind that you're going to be looking at things separated by commas and periods or in semicolons and other punctuation on the ACT. Just make sure that you can identify, you know, if something is a sentence or not. And if you're unsure, it should make sense on its own, and you should be able to hopefully identify if it has a subject and a verb that corresponds to that subject.